bud. Hi, I'm Brandon Sefo. I'm the co-owner and nutrition coach here at Crossfit Plateaus. We started back in 2014. We affiliated in 2014 and we started training people at the back of our house. Once demand picked up, we started training more and more people for free. Once we saw that this could impact a lot of our people in a positive way, we decided to open up our location here at CrossFit Plateaus, which is a lot bigger, and we've been here ever since.
Hi there, I'm Xavier Martel. I'm also a coach here at CrossFit Plateaus. I run the kids program, and the ages run from 5 to 12. I also am the gymnastics coach. Thanks. Sweet. Damn, why was that so hard?
So tell me, how long has the nutritional program been going for?
Let's see, I finished about last year, but we started our first nutrition program. This is about week 6.
Week 6.
But I have been nutrition coaching the coaches for about since
2 months, 3 months.
Yeah, 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
Just to kind of like test
practice
before I kind of get to our clients.
And how do the clients track progress?
So they we use a system called ProCoach, and they'll log in every day when they're supposed to, and then it'll show what their weekly habit is to practice nutritional habit, what their lessons are, just give them general information about nutrition.
Yeah.
So they practice every month. They'll take a measurement of either their weight or photos or girth if they want to. If they don't want to take a certain measurement, it doesn't force them to. But yeah, photos are kind of the best indicator on that front, because measuring weight isn't always reliable, especially if they're gaining muscle and then they're seeing the scale go up. They might be a bit discouraged. A lot of them are office workers, so it's good because they just log in when they get into the office.
Yeah.
We've got a corporate group that we train in the morning. They're all on the nutrition program as well. A lot of athletes from the gym, some friends.
And a good wide variety.
Yeah, good variety. Ranging from probably mid-20s to 50s, I would say.
Oh, nice.
Good range of people.
And is it like in the beginning, everyone has this a misconception when it comes to nutrition?
Yeah, so before we had to I did 2 briefings. It was just like what good nutrition looks like, and just to dispel any of their misconceptions.
Sorry, can you give some examples of some misconceptions?
One was that they were kind of discouraged because they didn't want to eat salads all day. That eating salads automatically meant that you were going to be healthy. Yeah, something like that. That it was expensive. That them changing what they were going to eat was going to cost them more. That was another misconception. That was going to take a big chunk of their time out of their day. And
do they explain how they're currently eating? Do they tell you guys what they're doing back home?
Yeah. In our system, I'll kind of shoot them questions like, "How's this going?" And then they'll. It's mostly like, does your situation at home support your need to change or your want to change?
Yeah.
It could be like their whole family eats healthy or their whole family smokes, something like that.
Yeah.
So they'll explain that, and then I'll kind of adjust or implement strategies to help them through that.
Cool.
Get their family involved.
Yeah. Because we were just saying before, earlier, how I guess diabetes and being overweight in general is on the rise in Samoa. Is that just because that's shortcut eating? Is that processed foods?
Yeah, I think that. Yeah. Processed foods, sugar.
Genetics, the Samoans are unlucky to have that genome that
makes us higher.
Higher risk of. They have a
higher likelihood
to store fat.
Yeah.
So that also,
I think even a quarter of Samoans have that genome.
Yeah. Okay. So definitely they have the ability to store fat quicker. Or
exactly. So
better,
Yeah, Yale did a study last year or this year?
I think the year before last, and it was.
Sorry, Safi.
Oh yeah, it was. I think it was the year before last. Eh?
Yeah, they did a study that Samoan, they hadn't studied Pacific Islanders, just Samoans. So they said Samoans are more likely to get obese and get diabetes. Just they have that particular gene that makes that it's easy for them to put on weight.
Yeah, I think because they said that also like Pacific Islanders, before they made it to the islands, in the time of like 1,000 years of exploring, that's
so they
like
were voyaging a lot.
Yeah.
So they needed that.
To-
So they
yeah.
adapted
Yeah, exactly.
over those
and
years.
yeah, it was like the biggest evolution
Yeah.
within human history because of the tough terrain and
Exactly.
extreme.
So back then it was great for us because
Yeah.
we needed it to sustain ourselves over long voyages. But now it's kind of working against Samoa.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, we're not as active as we.
Yeah, and like a lot of Samoans use that as an excuse. They're like, oh, I can't lose weight because I've got genetically I'm supposed to be fat.
Yeah,
But like that's epigenetics. Like certain genes are expressed depending on your lifestyle and your environment. It's So like those genes aren't going to express unless you do the stuff that's going to make them. Like depending on what you eat, your lifestyle. Just like some guys have the genetic code to get really ripped fast. Really, or they're like high level of athletic performance, but if they just do nothing on a couch, then that's not going to be as fast.
If you can store fat easier, can that help with lifting
Yeah, definitely.
in terms of strength performance?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
And
Lifting,
supporting joints.
Possibly, lifting, possibly long distance.
Yeah.
Long distance running or aerobic activity.
Even some swimmers, that would be good for long distance swimmers that are doing long straights.
Yeah.
Just storing it and also just keeping them warm in the water.
That's always a good thing.
But yeah, lifting definitely. Samoa has gifted lifters, and they're just naturally strong people.
Yeah, you can see that with the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
They're doing really well.
Crazy.
So, but genetics can go, I guess, both ways, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's a
Double.
mindset if they want to use it in a negative
Yeah,
form.
exactly.
So
This is how you
basically, which
see it.
one you feed.
Yeah.
Is that the positive or the negative?
I follow that a lot, actually. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That ideology,
yeah.
the psychology of
Yeah.
thinking. That's
Yeah.
awesome. But yeah, so that's really interesting. So, in terms of nutrition, you start them off slowly.
Oh, definitely. So we don't.
I know I did.
Yeah. So I know at first we'll sign someone up and they'll want to get started right away. Like, okay, man, tell me what to eat.
That was me.
I'll do it. But like,
Yeah.
we don't do short-term, like 6-week or 8-week challenges or 12-week challenges. We don't. I don't believe in that because like after the challenge, what's going to happen is it's going to
Go back to old habits or something.
Yeah, just like that, that show, The Biggest Loser. 80% of the contestants go back to the way before, and their metabolism is worse because
Yeah.
they drop the weight so quick.
Yeah.
So I'll sign them up, and then I'll kind of explain okay, just to let you know this is a long-term thing. That's why they pay 3 months in advance, and then the whole course of our nutrition program is actually a year. And I have to explain to them that we'll be starting super slow. You'll think that, man, what am I doing? So before we address their nutrition at all, 3 weeks, I'm just trying to address their mindset change. So first example, we just see can you cut out 5 minutes out of your day? Especially for people who say they can't make time for stuff like exercise. So we'll start off with stuff like that before we even address nutrition. And then when we do, it's not what they eat, it's how they're eating. So before it's their mindset, how they're eating, and then after once they got that mindset set, then we'll kind of start slowly addressing their eating. Again, I'm not telling them how to eat, I'm just kind of adding things in instead of cutting things out.
Yeah.
That's another thing. They'll be like, okay, Brandon, I've cut out all sugar.
Yeah.
And then they'll be fine for a week or two, and then they start getting those cravings. But for long-term change, you have to gradually chip at it.
But so what do you mean by how they're eating?
So how they're eating, for example, the speed of what they're eating. Some people are eating at their desk. Like how long it takes for them to finish a meal.
Yeah.
So just by changing that thing, it doesn't seem like much. Like, okay, I'm just gonna eat this slowly. I'm gonna set a timer or take a break in between my bites. And then it just forces them to eat mindfully, and they'll get sated more. Because it takes the body roughly 20 minutes to realize that you're full.
Yeah.
And if you're wolfing that down in like 2 minutes, then it's gonna still be hungry. So it forces
Yeah, that makes sense.
more likely to overeat or binge eat. But if you're slowly eating,
problem of mine.
yeah. So,
He was like, okay, we just need to be a bit more mindful of how quickly you eat.
Yeah.
Because I kind of wolf things
Basically,
down.
Just like
It's
thinking
okay
about the
now.
next task or something.
Yeah.
Just like,
so I think the Indians have that saying, drink your food and eat your drink. It basically means chew your food until it's like until you can eat it. And, taste your drink, like just kind of savor your water or whatever you're drinking in between.
It's nice.
yeah.
That's one of the strategies, is eating away from distraction.
Mm.
A lot of people, like even myself, like eating in front of TV or eating in front of the movie, like just kind of, it feels good, but then you don't feel sated. Or you're not aware of your hungers, of your body's hunger cues, or when you've had enough.
And you don't even appreciate the food.
Yeah. Just like, especially popcorn, you're just like.
Yeah. And by the time you finish your plate, you're like, damn, I didn't even enjoy my meal.
I think a lot of people love, even myself included, watching something and eating. So if you're eating, it's like, I'm not watching something, you're not enjoying your food. It's weird. So it's gotta try and get out of that mindset.
So, and that's what kind of like part of being mindful.
Yeah,
is.
being mindful when eating, addressing how they're eating, and then after that, it's like how full do they get? What is their true limit when they're eating? So they're not overeating unintentionally, stuff like that.
Nutrition, obviously, you're doing the food, but
Well, in my opinion, I think nutrition is harder.
Yeah, definitely.
Fitness, a lot of people think it's really hard. It's actually the nutrition that's the hardest part. And the fitness, I think, is the gateway to nutrition, because people that want to get fit usually want
They go to
to
the
change
gym
their
first.
lifestyle. They go to the gym first,
Yeah.
and then they see the results because they're beginners. And so, ideally, like during the first 2-3 weeks, they start really sore, but then they start losing a lot of weight over the months, over the next couple, not even months, sometimes weeks. And then they get to like a stale point where they stop losing weight. They're still getting fit, but they're not really losing the weight, and then they're wondering why. It's because of nutrition.
Yeah,
And then
okay.
if they really want to tackle that, then that's what Brandon comes in.
nice. So like that's like obviously like like it's New Year's. Everyone's got their New Year's resolution.
That's how it is.
Everywhere is packed. All the gyms are making a lot of money.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
they hit that. They start to look good. They start to feel good about themselves, which is really important.
Yeah.
And then they hit that plateau of like, is it not working anymore? Because they haven't.
Pretty much. Yeah. The weight stops, or the weight loss stops, and then they're like, oh, I can't go any further. Like, this is usually,
Some of them just want to perform better as well, like get fitter, and they're getting slowly there, but through nutrition they can actually increase that.
Definitely.
On tenfold. Yeah.
the cost. Yeah. So like a lot of people assume like to eat healthy, it's gonna cost a lot because I gotta eat all the, I would say, balangi vegetables, imported stuff. But we have plenty of local veggies here made by local farmers and stuff that's just probably more beneficial to your health than the imported vegetables from wherever, or the exotic. So people start spending money on a stalk of broccoli for like $20 because it's imported, or like capsicum and all the nice vegetables, I should say. And then they can't keep it up, because it costs too much. Whereas, so that was the biggest shock. Like, it doesn't have to be like fancy vegetables, just local stuff. Like a stalk of bok choy will cost you like 2 tala. A bag of carrots here is like $3. Even potatoes or
range.
there's so much. Yeah, and there's so much range. So you can probably get a good range of like heaps of vegetables that'll last you the week for like $15, $20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people tend to when they fall off the wagon or they have a binge, they tend to
I'm no good at this.
no good.
Quit.
I'm gonna quit. Best thing to do is the next day or as soon as
start
possible
again.
get back onto it. Start again.
Yeah, actually that would be a better third one. So eat slowly, keep it minimally processed whole foods, and it's progress, not perfection.
Yeah, that's
Progress,
true.
not perfection. Small steps.
Perfection is subjective, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like so, like like just to compliment on your second one, like buy local. Support,
exactly.
Support.
There you
the
go.
local.
Another reason to do it.
Minimally processed, buy local, whole foods, organic if you can. But in Samoa it's a little different.
Yeah, definitely.
But chances are most of the stuff you'll find at the market is going to be organic.
Yeah, exactly.
I think one thing that's people don't buy enough here, I think it's news. Like my partner now, she stops at the market over here at Famjo, buys like 10 news, takes it home, and then we just, if you have the fridge space, put it in there.
Yeah.
And I just love that.
Drinking coconuts like every day.
Yeah, exactly.